Guess what? I am back on trail, man. It's Monday, July 22nd. My 23rd day out here. And I have been in Leavenworth, Washington since Friday evening. Got a hotel room. Tried to get my ankle back in shape. Was getting a little worried Saturday. No, that would have been Sunday. It was still swollen and killing me. And hell, that night the swelling went down finally, and I had to get out of that town. 3 nights, 2.5 days. Cost me $800 because it is a tourist German town and not very hiker friendly. So $600 was the hotel, $100 for 2 meals, and I went to the grocery store and got some extra food because when I saw myself in the mirror, first time in 20 days, I probably lost 15 pounds. I mean, I looked like a refugee. So I went to town and got a ton of extra food to carry, and I just started from Stevens Pass at 1:30. I had a resupply box there, and it was a tough hitch because the tourist town, the tourists won't pick you up. And after an hour trying to hitch, a little 70-year-old lady picked me up. Didn't even ask me a question. She said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Stevens Pass." She said, "Hop in." And she got me halfway there. She was meeting her daughters at a restaurant, and as soon as I got out there, a local person picked me up within 5 minutes and got me to Stevens Pass. Stevens Pass is a ski resort. Didn't even know that. So I haven't filmed yet because I've been climbing a mountain, ski mountain, and I just got to the top and I took a bunch of pictures that you'll see. The ankle's probably 80% well. I am taking it super easy. I got some KT tape and good old white athletic tape, and I got this thing wrapped where I can hardly bend it. But yeah, I'm kind of pissed. I made a bad decision going to Leavenworth. I mean, I could have, if I went on to Skyhomish, I could have stayed at the Dinsmore hostel for free. But I was hurting and wanted a hotel room, but had no idea it was, you pay $200 for a $75 hotel room a night. Hey, but like I said, they had free ice, and I used a shitload of it. I mean, probably every 2 hours I had my ankle in there, a 5-gallon bucket soaking. But started at 1:30. It's about 3 now. I got to change arms, and only probably going to do 5-6 miles. I heard there's a lake, mile 6. I'm going downhill right now, so I'm taking it easy. It's rocky. But I just ran into a couple, and they're one of the people, I guess 5 days ago, they're staying in Leavenworth, and they had given me a bunch of food. And we kind of looked at each other, and then finally the lady says, "Hey, we met you. We're the ones that gave you some apples and bars." And so we chatted for about 20 minutes. And I told them, I mentioned them in my blog, and so they were going to start following me on YouTube. So that was pretty cool. They were super nice. They were the ones I was trying to catch. They offered me a ride, but I wanted to go to Skyhomish, and then I was trying to catch them on trail, and I never did, but I ran into another couple, and I figured they were staying in Leavenworth too. So for the hikers out there, Leavenworth is a cool town. But it's just a tourist town, and you get there on a Friday, Saturday, they're going to charge you $200 a night, and everything's expensive. Now, if you're just doing a one night or want to have a good time, yeah, it's worth it, but not for a 3-night stay. But I did get, there's no laundry or anything, and I talked finally at day 2, my clothes were still laying in the hotel, soaked, wet, stinking. I just went to the front desk and kind of said, "Listen, guys, you got washing machines here." I said, "You charge me $200 a night." I said, "Can you not throw my clothes in your washer?" I said, "I'll pay for it." So the lady at the front desk said, "You just have one load?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "I'll do it for you. I'll go throw them in the washer." So I got clean clothes, even cleaned my shoes. They were like black. And so anyway, in a much better mood. I didn't sleep well the first 2 nights. I think it was just anxiety, worrying about my ankle. Was I going to be able to continue and all that stuff? But I hope you can hear me. Damn, the wind picked up. But anyway, I'm back on trail. And I have 70 miles to get to Snoqualmie. And I figure I'm just going to do a slow pace. I don't want to screw my ankle up. I'm actually walking normal, but it's pretty rocky right now, and a pretty cool view. But anyway, I'll check back with you later. Peace out. I just climbed to the top of Stevens Pass snow mountains, or snow skiing mountains. Just got to the top. You can see some, well, I don't know if you can see the runs or not. Actually, all those boulders over there, those are ski runs. They had signs all over them, so I guess they get enough snow to cover all those rocks. But now this is Stevens Pass, and it is a ski resort area. So it's about 4 o'clock, and I've been going down this mountain for a while. I'm having to take it easy, or I'm choosing to take it easy. It's actually really rocky. But I've been passing a lot of day hikers, and I guess it's a big day hiking area. And I went by this girl, and she goes, "Howdy." And I said, "I hadn't heard that in a while." She goes, "Well, I'm from Mississippi." She was out here. I said, "Well, what are you doing up here?" I live in Alabama. She said she worked on a horse farm up here somewhere, take care of the people's horses. And so we chatted for a while. She's a very nice young girl. She said she was going to try to do this trail next year, or the CDT. And I was mentioning this earlier, but it was so cool to meet that couple that helped me out with food. Got to thank them again. And yeah, we chatted for about 10 minutes. It's my problem, I can't get anywhere. I talk to everybody. Oh well, I'm out here to have fun. And also kind of wanted to give a shout out to, I've gotten a lot of encouraging messages, excuse me, from people, Mary Kate and Robin. And I met a super nice young couple from Santa Fe when I was hiking out there before I came out. And I got to watch my step. They have been sending me messages on Instagram, YouTube. I really appreciate it. Because when you see my videos from day 12 to 20. It was hell. So I appreciate all the encouraging words. It does help. And a couple other thoughts. I had gotten my first day one video after 20 days on trail. I got day one put up. Well, I did it Friday, but I released it Sunday. And I mean, this is a new channel. I only have like 60, 70 subscribers. But hell, I had 90 views in 2 hours. That was awesome. So appreciate that. And if you're watching them, please subscribe and hit the like button. Just helps get them out there. It's just kind of like Facebook. The more interaction, you know, the more YouTube promotes it. Because right now I'm a nobody on YouTube. But that was pretty cool. I checked it after 2 hours and wow, I had 90 views after I released it. That's pretty good for me. So appreciate that. And again, all the nice comments and messages on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Got a few. Yeah, anything's helped when you're having a rough time. Anything helps. So appreciate that. All right, well, I'm hitting downhill and need to watch my step. I am going under this major power line. And I don't know if the camera, if you're hearing that, all you hear is this popping and buzzing noise. Wow. So it's about 4:15. I don't know how many miles I've done, probably about 4. When I was at the ski lodge getting my resupply box, there were probably about 12, 15 other hikers there getting their boxes. But he's sitting outside, redoing their food bag. And I hear them all talking. The mosquitoes are finally biting. So I coated up on bug lotion today. They are out, but it's working. Only had a few land on me. But if you stop for anything, they're all over you. As long as you're moving though, that's not too bad. And I sent my sunscreen home, but I had to buy some more because now the normal Washington temps, it's like low 80s and just tons of sunshine. So I had to lather up with sunscreen today. And yeah, it's actually a pretty trail. Oh, and the other thing was, so I was mentioned earlier, I lost, like, I'm guessing 15 pounds, which just means I'm not getting enough calories every day. And that's a lot in 20 days. So when I get done, and usually where you get your boxes, they have what they call hiker boxes. So anything you don't want or don't need, you put it in the hiker box, and any hiker can go through there. There was so much food in there, I could have done a resupply. I didn't even need to buy that $50 worth of food in Leavenworth. But now I'm kicking myself because somebody dumped a ton of Pro Bars, which are like, that's a 400 calorie meal almost. It's in a bar form. I did grab 2 of them, but hell, now I wish I grabbed every one of them because that's good calories. Eat 2 of those and hell, that's a meal. But they're kind of heavy, that's why I didn't. Because my pack is heavy right now. Because I did add food to my normal supply. Got me a big old jar of Nutella. That's 200 calories per spoonful of that stuff. Actually, I bought a jar in town, in Leavenworth, and then, because you can't remember what you send yourself, and I had a jar in my resupply box. So I put it in the hiker box for somebody, because those are too heavy to carry 2 of them. It's the only thing about Nutella, that stuff's heavy. Pretty cool views today. Beautiful day. It's actually got a nice breeze blowing, so it's helped keeping you cool and keeping the mosquitoes off of you. So I just looked at gut hooks. It's like I said, it's 4:20 now, and that lake is I think 4 miles ahead. So I doubt I'm going to make that today. But there's another lake on gut hooks before that. So I'm going to check it out. It's in a mile and a half. But afraid the lake will just be so buggy. So anyway, motor it on. Or crawl it on. Well, I just got to this little lake, and I didn't think they had any campsites, and I kept going, and bam, home for the night. So I only hiked 5 hours today, but that's okay. I don't want to push it with this ankle. And I doubt anybody's going to be here because they're all going to that next lake, Mig Lake, and it's another 3 miles ahead. And hell, I won't get there till 7:30, so I'm calling it right here. Peace. Well, since I got to camp early tonight, I'll kind of show you what I do every night. So here's my tent, and I got a flat spot. There's the beautiful little lake. So my tent has just a one-door access. It's got a big back door or front door. And I got my sleeping pad, my pillow in there, my quilt, my little bags, Puffy. And then this is where I'll be eating dinner. And that's why I brought this little blue pad, so I always have something to lay on. That's my food bag, water. Got me a little bench I drug over here, or seat, and there's my water access. So, and that will be my view in the morning. Not too shabby, boys and girls. So here's my little dinner setup. That's my food bag. It's huge. So I boil water, which I've already done, and I put it in a baggie, and then I put that baggie inside that warming bag and let it sit for about 30 minutes. Because this is a north side with Tuna Creations packet in there, so that rice takes a little longer. You're supposed to cook it, of course, but I just put boiling water in it and let it sit for 30 minutes. So there you go. This is a primo campsite. Look at there, you can find a nail in a tree. That is sweet. That's a luxury to be able to hang your backpack up. And there's my lake view. That water's pretty clear. I just scooped some and filtered it for my dinner. So I'm all set. I'll be eating about 7 and climb in the tent and call it a day. See you tomorrow. Peace.